Good morning, guys. We're going to go back and try OBS once again. I think I figured out what the solution and what the problem was. It really had nothing to do with my internet connection. I think my internet connection was totally fine. It had to do with, I'm slapping myself in the head. It was just literally the server, input that I basically had to put on there. Good morning. So I figured that out, fixed some things, and now it looks like we are rocking and rolling loud and clear here. We are only at 720. I couldn't get it quite up to 1080. I did a couple of tests and 1080 still glitches a little bit. So part of that's with my internet connection. But anyways, just want to let you guys know that I've resolved that, which is good. But I still might use that StreamYard program because I liked how I could put your comments up on screen. But for this one, I wanted to use the OBS because I wanted to show you what's going on with my premium services. These are my sort of paid services that I use, that I've offered for you guys for many years now. And they've been actually growing in terms of the types of content that I'm including in each one of them for SyncEdge and Sync Academy. And what I'm going to be doing actually as we get to the 1st of January is I'm going to be increasing my prices across the board. Now, I want to make this very clear. If you are a current SyncEdge or Sync Academy member or both, your subscription rates are not going to go up. Okay, so I never raise rates on existing customers or existing students. Okay, so I want to make sure that's very, very clear. I know I'll probably still get that question tons of times here. I'll get that emailed to me and probably on Sync Academy on the platform. That's okay. I will answer it as many times as I need to. If you have a subscription right now, it doesn't matter what rate you are locked in at. You will always keep that rate. Okay, I will never raise that rate. That's kind of the benefit of signing up early with my services is whatever rate you sign up at, you stay with that for as long as you keep your subscription active. So on January 1st, though, as you can see below, I'm going to have some new increased fees for new subscribers. Okay, so this is for people who have not signed up yet, or maybe somebody who canceled before and they want to re-sign up and rejoin. Okay, and the reason for this in price increase is basically the fact that you have a lot more content now than you ever had before. So with Sync Academy, when I first launched it, it was basically about 100 hours worth of tutorials, which is a lot of content, but it was basically just the Sync Academy tutorials. And for those 100 hours, that's essentially what you were getting with your fees, okay? And now, 2 years into Sync Academy, we have added the Plugins and Palettes series. We've added recently the Sync Psych 101 series. And in those Sync Academy tutorials, we've also added, I think, at least 30 or 40 new tutorials, probably actually even more than that, new tutorials to that list of that library of videos that everybody has access to. So you have a lot more content than you have access to than when we first started. Also things like the feedback corner, which didn't exist before. So this is now where you can post your tracks and get feedback from other community members on the platform. So really cool opportunity for those of you that want to get some helpful feedback and some constructive criticism to help push you along for that kind of stuff. Okay, so just a lot more value that you're getting now in Sync Academy. Same goes for SyncEdge. When we started SyncEdge in 2017, you only had 20 libraries that you had access to in the beginning. And so those are my first 20 recommended libraries that I gave you access to when you first joined us. And now, a few years into it, we are now over 60 libraries that you get access to right when you sign up. Okay, so you obviously are getting a lot more access to the recommended libraries and more just numbers of companies that you can submit to. Not to mention that we've been doing these live Q&As every single month, and so the library of those live Q&A sessions has also grown. And these are live Q&As that other than maybe one or two I've released on my podcast, other than that, they only stay exclusive to SyncEdge members. So these are really, really great, helpful, informational chats where basically all of you guys who are in SyncEdge log in, ask me some great questions, doesn't matter what they are, and I answer them. And so basically there's just a wealth of knowledge in all those videos. So obviously when you join now, 3 years into it, you have the benefit of going back and replaying as many of those Q&A videos that we have there. So just a lot more content that we have putting up on these platforms that we've never had before. And so that's the reason for the price increase. So as you can see right now, SyncEdge is $24.99, Sync Academy is $19.99, and if you bundle them, you actually save on both of them combined, and it's actually just $29.99. Okay, so if you sign up before January 1st, those top prices in green, that's what you're actually going to secure for as long as you keep your subscription active. I will never raise rates. Okay, you'll never be raised. Your prices will never increase. Okay, whatever you sign up as and you keep your subscription active, it stays there for as long as you stay with us. Okay, If you wait until after January 1st, the black fees down there below are what you're going to be paying, okay? So $34.99 for Sync Edge, $29.99 for Sync Academy, and if you want to bundle them, it's still a savings, but again, this is a higher rate than what it is now. It's going to be $49.99 to get a bundle rate package, okay? So I basically am just giving this to you as a sort of heads up, a last warning. I've been emailing you guys, letting you guys know about this deadline, but I did want to let everybody here on YouTube know, because I know some of you guys are subscribed to me and some of you aren't on my email list. And by the way, if you want to get on my email list to get basically daily videos and daily insights about how to do well in this business, you can just go to my website, syncmymusic.com, sign up for my free course, and that's how you'll get yourself automatically subscribed to my mailing list. But I wanted to give you guys just a final heads up that these are what the prices are going to be as soon as January 1st rolls around. And that's pretty much it. That's what I wanted to share with you guys today. If you guys have any questions, obviously you can pop them in the chat. I'll hang out for a few minutes here, not too much. I do have some things I got to get done today, but I want to just let you guys know that. And yeah, and hope you guys are all well and get excited for, you know, Christmas and New Year's. It's just going to be a different kind of a holiday for a lot of people. Personally, I'm still getting together with my family and we're making our own decisions about what we want to do, but I know some families are not, in that they don't feel comfortable, they don't feel safe, they feel that they're more at risk to be kind of socializing right now with the coronavirus thing. So I hope for those of you that are not able to be with your families and you have to be more alone, you know, I'm really, really sorry to hear that. I mean, that's just, there's no, you know, mending words about that. That just sucks, you know, to just not be around your friends and family for the holidays. So I'm really, really sorry to hear that. I hope you can find something to get you through it. I hope you can find maybe, you know, you can do some sort of Zoom chats with somebody, or you can get on the phone with someone, or at least watch some great movies that kind of remind you of great holiday memories or something to get you through it, because I know this is going to be a really tough holiday season for a lot of people. So I hope, you know, you can find whatever you need to kind of give yourself a little bit of socializing. So yes, and Gregory's asking, does the yearly rates go up? Absolutely. So with these prices that I had up here, I'm just showing you the monthly fees right here. So if you want to sign up for the annual rates, they will all be increased as well. So I don't have those listed here, but you'll see once January 1st rolls around what those annual rates are going to be. So once again, just make sure you do sign up before January 1st if you wanted to lock in forever, as long as you keep your subscription active, these discounted fees. So that's what I got for you guys today. Thank you so much. I don't see any questions, so I'm going to kind of keep this one a little bit shorter. So I hope you guys are doing all right. Thank you for helping me test my live streaming again. Looks like it's all working out great. And I hope a lot of you guys decide to join us. We got some awesome things planned for the new year in 2021 for Sync Academy. We got some great new tutorials that are planned. We're going to be adding to that Sync Psych series. So there's a lot of good stuff that's going to be coming up with that. And not to mention just really cool, you know, interactions with you guys. That's really what I like doing. And I know we're going to definitely do a Sync 60 challenge, obviously starting early in January. We might even start that like right on the 1st or the 2nd. I haven't really decided yet, but we're definitely going to get started with another community-wide Sync 60 challenge. Those are always really, really popular and powerful. A lot of people seem to get their albums done basically with that. So that's a really cool feature that you get obviously with Sync Academy. So we actually got a couple questions coming in, so I'll hang for just a second. Debbleman, right now I have the bundle deal. Can I contact you to change it to the 3-month option after January 1st and before my next bill kicks in before? Yeah. So if you want to change something right now before January 1st, email me today. Like, let me know as soon as possible. Don't wait till the end of December and, you know, wait till the last minute. Let me know today what you want to do. As long as you're making any of your changes today, we will keep you locked in under the discounted rate. So if it's going to be the annual, the quarterly, or the monthly, we can change whatever you need to, but you need to make those changes and those requests before January 1st. After January 1st, things are changed. Okay, so I want to make sure that you guys get that stuff taken care of before then. Does there seem to be any particular style of music that gets synced lately? You name it. What style can you think of? It does get synced. I mean, obviously, I think the ones that I cover mostly in Sync Academy and Sync Edge, I think are the highest, most in-demand genre. So that would be hip-hop and all different variants of that. Rock, same thing. EDM, corporate music, trailer music, orchestral music, Latin, folk, and I know I'm probably missing one. I don't know. Those are probably the top ones that I can think right now. And between all of those, there are like, you know, hundreds of subgenres and little sort of variations you can get to with all those. So there's so many different ways you can go about it with those styles. But I do think that those are the ones that are doing really, really well. For me, in my career, you know, rock and EDM pretty much were the sort of top two genres that I got most of my placements with. Once in a while, I dabbled in orchestral, minimal tension cues. Once in a while, I dabbled in a little bit of hip hop and a few other things. But when I always think about, like, when you look at my royalty checks and what are the things that are really paying my bills, rock and EDM for me really, really did well. But I know some producers where hip hop is just off the charts for them. So rather than following what you think is the most valuable genre, you should really just stick with what you really are good at and where your heart's really at. That's just kind of one of those things where if you're going to stick to something for years and years and years, which is probably what you're going to do in sync licensing, it doesn't make sense to just chase trends and chase fads and chase, well, I think this is really profitable now. It makes much more sense to just dive into a licensable genre that you really love and that you're great at, because that's what's going to get you through those moments of not getting too excited because you're waiting so long for those royalties and waiting to get placed. You got to at least love the music that you're making. So if you don't love this particular genre that you're going for, it's basically going to be a waste of time for you, and you're going to be burned out really, really quickly. So rather than looking at, which particular genre gets the most placements, there is a niche and a place for every genre essentially. So don't worry so much about like chasing those, those sort of styles just because they are, popular. So. And awesome. It sounds like that's what he says. Those are the styles that you do anyway. So that's really cool. So, all right, guys, that's it. Once more, I just want to make sure you guys are very clear on this. If you have a current subscription with one of my premium services, the fee rates do not apply to you. You will not be hiked up on your rates. They will always stay the same. I never raise subscription rates for anybody who is locked in for whatever they signed up for, okay? This only applies to our new subscribers, people who are signing up for the first time, and for those of you that maybe want to at some point cancel your subscription and maybe you decide to come back, then you will have to pay the new higher rates, okay? So that's all this is applying for. I want to make sure you guys are very clear on that. All right, guys, that's what I got for you. Have a fantastic day. Hope you guys are getting some work done and have a wonderful few days before we see you on Wednesday. I'll upload another video on Wednesday. In fact, what we're going to be doing, I know I said I was going to drop out, but I'm still here. We're going to do a raffle actually in Sync Academy. We got some great plugins that we're going to be giving away. So I might stream that here on my channel, or we might just do that in Sync Academy. So I actually don't know which one I might do. So stay tuned.